Hey guys, and welcome to the very first episode of Mr. Z's History. In each episode, I'll be making historical videos using memes and other funny videos from the internet to help you guys learn the topics.
Alright, it's the first day of school, so let's just lay back and introduce ourselves. Alright, here's your assignment. These are your books, $200 each. Homework is due tomorrow. Test is Friday.
Our first topic is going to pick up right after the Civil War with Andrew Johnson and Reconstruction, which most historians would agree was a huge mess.
Where's your other side? Oh my God!
Reconstruction refers to the time period in history following the Civil War. So in 1865, when the war had ended, all of those southern states had to be put back into the Union. Well, the problem with this is that the states were arguing over what qualifications they would have to meet to be put back in. Southern states felt that they should easily be put back into the Union. Northern states felt that those southern states needed to suffer consequences for the actions that they had made.
Your fantasies can't ever be quenched, can they? You freaking pricks! When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Another big problem with Reconstruction is that Abraham Lincoln was the one who was supposed to handle it. Well, he was assassinated following the Civil War, and so now his vice president, Andrew Johnson, would be handed the presidency. The big deal with Andrew Johnson, though, is that he wasn't very well liked with both parties. Republicans didn't like him because he was a Democrat from Tennessee. Democrats didn't like him because he was the vice president for Abraham Lincoln, their mortal enemy.
La 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 la, la 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 la, almost.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Republicans after the Civil War wanted Reconstruction to be a long process for those southern states to be put back into the Union. That way they would allow plenty of consequences for the actions that they had caused, and also for those southern states to get their act together to be put back in. Andrew Johnson, however, wanted this process to be very fast. He pardoned a lot of ex-Confederates, allowing them to vote, and he only made one strict condition for the states to meet to be put back into the Union, and that was to pass the 13th Amendment. So right off the bat, Andrew Johnson and Republicans are beginning to fight.
When I leave, you want to keep doing this. But then when I come around, you don't want to post up.
Because of all this fighting between Republicans and Andrew Johnson, eventually these Republicans are going to impeach him. Now, to impeach someone means to charge them with a crime. It does not mean they convicted him yet. They charged him with the crime of violating the Tenure of Office Act. Now, he's charged with the crime with the House of Representatives. That is then brought to the Senate to vote on to convict him. Thankfully, in Johnson's case, he was spared conviction by one vote.
He liked syrup. I just liked eating waffles all day.
Have you ever had bacon and syrup?
I'm not finished.
But
So let's get started.
Well, grab
First
the
off,
toaster.
oh my God, can you let me do what I need to do?
So in summary, Reconstruction was defined as a time period where the states and the federal government still were not getting along after a war that was fought over that very reason. Andrew Johnson and Congress just could not get along enough to where one of them impeached the other. Also, Reconstruction was supposed to be a quick process for these states to get put back into the country. That's what Abraham Lincoln wanted, while most states had to wait 4 or 5 even years later to have that accomplished. So overall, Reconstruction was a process that just was not fine.
You want to poke it?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they...
Well guys, that about does it for the first episode of Mr. Z's History. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see future videos, and I'll see you guys next time.